Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons' command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
On this day of celebrated accomplishment, we pause and reflect on our place in this world. Today, we acknowledge the Attawandaron people, on whose traditional territory the University of Guelph now resides. And we offer our respect to their Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Métis neighbors. On this day that marks the end of a journey, we give thanks. We give thanks for the friendships that have been forged along the way. We are grateful for those who have supported us, faculty, staff, mentors, and most of all, families. I invite you, each in your own way, to take a moment of silence, to reflect, to recognize that for which you are grateful. As we step into a new tomorrow, may the knowledge that we have gained here at the University of Guelph be coupled with wisdom and infused with compassion and clothed with humility, that we might contribute to the flourishing of all humanity, that we might embrace the forgotten and enhance the sustainability of all things, and fully discover together what it means to improve life. May grace and peace abound. You may be seated.
Welcome. Good afternoon. I am delighted to officially open the Fall 2017 University of Guelph Convocation ceremonies and welcome everyone here. President Vaccarino, members of the board, honorary fellows, faculty, staff, guests, family, and friends of the graduates as we celebrate the achievements of our graduating students. I'd like to offer a particular welcome to today's honorary degree recipient and convocation speaker, whom you will hear from later, Deborah Weil. My name is Martha Billis, and I have the honor of serving as Chancellor here at the University of Guelph. As I mentioned this past spring, while presiding at convocations for the first time, it is an honor to be here at my alma mater as Chancellor. Besides being recognized as Canada's food university, this institution is known as a place that aims to improve life. Graduates, over the past few years, you've already had lots of opportunity to improve your lives through your studies, through research and scholarship, through new friendships, through community and volunteer experiences. Now, as you prepare for the next phase of your lives, I encourage you to continue to look for ways to improve life for yourself, but also for those around you in the near and wider world. Many of the tools you will need to meet that challenge have come to you during your time here at U of G. Years ago, at one of the founding colleges, MacDonald Institute, only female students, my own dean, Margaret Macready, had more than a few words of advice. One of her lines especially resonates with me all these years later. Remember, ladies, you are Mac girls, and Mac girls can do anything. And she was right. I stand before you today to proudly and confidently tell you that the education I received here gave me the wherewithal to go out and strive beyond what I thought I was capable of. Since the days of its founding colleges, the University of Guelph has been a leader in practical education focused on the whole person. This university fosters an environment that encourages its community of students to aim higher, to make things better. My education opened up doors and offered windows on the world I could not have imagined. Graduates, it's your turn to make a difference and to improve life for ourselves and others. And I know you can do it because you are, after all, a University of Guelph graduate, and you can do anything. Good luck to you all. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Chancellor Phyllis, for those wonderful remarks. Let me take this opportunity to welcome all of you. My name is Franco Vaccarino. I have the honor and the privilege of serving as the President and Vice Chancellor of this great university. Well, welcome to your convocation. First off, graduates, this is your big day. You've worked hard, you've persevered, and you've made it. Congratulations. Today, you all share something in common. You're all University of Guelph graduates. And as you prepare for this next step of your own journey, I'd like to share some thoughts with you that may reflect themes that you will also perhaps share and have in common as you look to the years ahead. When we think about what drives us to move forward, to work hard, to be successful, and to go to the next level, we naturally find ourselves thinking about life's rewards, that A grade that you receive on a paper, or that raise or bonus that you get on your job for a job well done. These are rewards that drive you to continue to work hard, to do better. Yet, buried within this general reality is the fact that so many major advances, so much of your own feelings of success have come not only from that pat on the back or from that reward for a job well done, but also from how you confronted adversity and challenges. As ironic as it may sound, discomfort and adversity and how we work through that discomfort and adversity are often the spurs to creativity, to innovation, to discovery, and ultimately to progress. Ask one of the many researchers and scholars who make the University of Guelph one of Canada's most innovative universities, like Professor Amar Mohanty, head of the University of Guelph's Bioproducts Discovery and Development Center, where plant scientists and engineers are working on sustainable uses for farm crops. Everything from car dashboards to household goods, such as single-serve, 100% compostable coffee pods. All examples of innovation that came out of a sense, actually, of dissatisfaction or discomfort for how things were, and a need to make things better. Or take the work of Dr. Bonnie Millard, a professor in the Ontario Veterinary College, who earlier this year received a Governor General's Award for innovation for developing a tool that allows farmers and breeders to fight disease and select healthier livestock and to ensure food safety and food quality. Huge issues. Again, innovations that were triggered by the adversity of infections, of health challenges, innovations that came from wanting to make things better. Or take the work of English professor A.J. Hebel, who was awarded the Impact Award from the Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council of Canada. Dr. Hebel's research is about improvisation. AJ's interdisciplinary field, in a sense, deconstructs improvisation and uses the process of improvisation to foster community, positive social change, and to spark dialogue and discovery around the world. Again, innovation that comes out of wanting to make things better. Every one of these projects and others at the University of Guelph like them started with someone looking for a way to do something better. As well, likely every one of those researchers encountered challenges. They encountered hurdles. They encountered roadblocks along the way. And at times, I'm pretty well certain that they likely had to confront adversity and struggle through their journey, through the journey of their work, and wondered even if they would overcome that struggle at times. Well, graduates, you may also have felt that way from time to time during your years here at the University of Guelph. Clearly, each of you found ways to confront those challenges, those roadblocks. It's like that point in the middle of developing your idea for a paper. It started out simple. You had a great idea, seemed like a great idea at the time, and then you started. And chaos began to emerge. You say, wait a minute, how am I going to connect these dots? It's a lot more complicated than I thought. And then it became a challenge. And then you did it because you worked through the challenges. You worked through the roadblocks. Whether you're talking about science or arts or any other career path you might pursue from here, trust the journey and trust the process. Trust yourselves and understand the rewards of pushing through that adversity. Now, all three of the research examples I mentioned have something else in common. They're also about turning knowledge into action, making it real, taking something learned and using that knowledge to actually make a difference. Turning knowledge into action to address real-world challenges. This is a vital part of what we do at the University of Guelph. It's really in our DNA in many ways, and what you've learned here speaks to that. Now, looking ahead, think about how you will apply your own skills, your own talents, and the knowledge that you've developed to better yourself and the lives of those around you. Now, there's one more key message in all three of my examples of the University of Guelph research that I'd like to share with you. From green car parts to healthier livestock, to improvisation and community building, these projects all brought together varied disciplines. They brought together varied disciplines to tackle a challenge and to improve some aspects of our world. They're all terrific examples of the good, and I would say, and the success that comes from breaking down barriers, bringing together different areas of expertise, different voices, different perspectives to address complex problems. Now, solving complex problems isn't easy, but to solve them successfully ultimately requires finding common ground, finding that connectivity, that balance, while striving towards shared goals. No doubt you've encountered challenges during the past few years here, challenges that required you to reach out to classmates sometimes, to professors, to roommates, to others on campus, and to others in your wider world. In many cases, I'm sure you had to reach across barriers, consider challenges from maybe unfamiliar perspectives, and find fundamentally new ways to communicate with others. As you continue your journeys, you will continue to encounter challenges, differences, new perspectives. And I would suggest that these differing perspectives should produce what I'll describe as a healthy tension in you. Consider those differing perspectives a source of strength that, by the way, in many ways defines our own country. And here I'm talking about the diversity that is often the foundation for different perspectives in our own country. Diversity brings resilience, it brings strength. And it's also a powerful reminder of the common humanity that we share. You will face many challenges that will also open important new doors of opportunity for you as you navigate through the years ahead. Addressing those challenges in a healthy and successful way will often require the meeting of many different minds, that sense of common purpose. Keep looking for ways to work together, to bridge differences, to connect the dots, to better understand the world, and to quite simply improve life. Thank you very much, graduates. I wish you all the very, very, very best. Congratulations.
What an incredible university. Wow. My name is Anita Stewart. I am the Food Laureate for the University of Guelph, Canada's Food University. I'm Chancellor. On the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is a great honor to present to you the candidate, Deborah Shireen Jones-Whale, for the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. Deborah Whale has played a leading role in Canada and abroad in agri-food research and education, livestock disease prevention, and environmental sustainability. An honorary professional agrologist and a member of Ontario's Agricultural Hall of Fame, Ms. Whale is Vice President and co-owner, co-operator of Clovermead Farms, Inc., a commercial dairy, veal, and crop production and biogas business in Alma, Ontario, just north of here. It serves as an environmental farming showcase, there is no question. She has served on dozens of boards, including the chair of the Poultry Industry Council and vice chair of the Ontario Farm Markets Products Marketing Commission. She chaired the Agricultural Research Institute of Ontario and the Vaccines and Infectious Disease Organization, now a world leader in research and vaccine development. As a champion of the greater biosecurity in the poultry industry, Ms. Whale helped secure funding for projects to combat avian influenza, you'll remember when that was going through, and other zoonotic diseases. She lobbied successfully for an Animal Health Act for Ontario and the creation of the Office of the Chief Veterinarian for the province of Ontario. She is a founding director of the Ontario Livestock and Poultry Council, which worked on developing production insurance for livestock and poultry sectors. Ms. Whale is also an enthusiastic ambassador for the dairy industry, annually hosting many of Canada's most honored chefs at Clovermead Farms, thereby completing this culinary circle of excellence from the research to the farm to the plate. She has also helped to ensure that seniors can live healthy and remain connected through an Aging at Home project and has represented the interests of agribusiness to the province's electricity system. Madam Chancellor, it is my honor to request that you confer upon Deborah Whale the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
By the authority of the Senate of the University of Guelph, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws.
Madam Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my honor to present to you Jacek Lipkowski for the distinction of University Professor Emeritus. Having spent 33 years at the University of Guelph, Professor Jacek Lipkowski, Department of Chemistry, continues his studies of electrochemical surface science and biological interfaces. A Fellow of the Royal Society of Canada and a Killam Fellow, Professor Lipkowski has received numerous awards, including the Gold Medal of the International Society of Electrochemistry for the most significant contributions to his field. His national awards include the John Polanyi Award of the Canadian Society of Chemistry, the Gold Medal and Jacobson Medal of the Canadian section of the Electrochemical Society, and the Ernst Jaeger Award of the Electrochemical Society of North America. Professor Lipkowski has trained numerous students and postdoctoral researchers, including 6 former PhD students who now hold academic appointments in Canadian universities. He is a fellow of both the Canadian Institute of Chemistry and the International Society of Electrochemistry. Professor Lipkowski has served on several committees for the Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council of Canada, has served as an associate editor of the Journal of Electroanalytical Chemistry, and has authored more than 200 papers, which have received more than 7,000 citations. A special issue of the journal with worldwide contributions was edited to mark his 65th birthday, and the spring 2014 meeting of the International Society of Electrochemistry was organized to celebrate his 70th birthday. In well-deserved recognition of his illustrious career and his outstanding international impact, I ask you, Madam Chancellor, to confer upon Jacek Lipkowski the distinction of University Professor Emeritus.
By the authority of the Senate of the University of Guelph, I have the honor to name you University Professor Emeritus. Congratulations.
Madam Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my honor to present to you Mansell Griffiths. Professor Mansell Griffiths' Department of Food Science has earned global recognition for his contributions to dairy microbiology and food safety. In 1990, Professor Griffiths joined the University of Guelph as the Dairy Farmers of Ontario NSERC Industrial Research Chair in Dairy Microbiology. He became founder of the Canadian Research Institute for Food Safety in 1999, a position he held until his retirement in 2015. His reputation and scholarship were instrumental in bringing large amounts of funding to the institution, including the building of the Canadian Research Institute for Food Safety. Professor Griffiths has authored more than 270 peer-reviewed publications and been cited more than 10,000 times. He is a co-founder of a master's program in food safety and quality assurance at the University of Guelph, and he has trained more than 165 graduate students and postdoctoral researchers. He has served on the editorial boards of many journals, and was editor of the prestigious Journal of Applied and Environmental Microbiology for 10 years. He's editor of 4 books, holder of 8 patents. He is renowned for developing methods for rapid detection of foodborne pathogens and innovative ways to control them. He has spoken at many, many international meetings. He has worked with researchers worldwide, consulted with many agencies such as Health Canada, the World Bank, a Global Food Safety Partnership, and many, many more. In well-deserved recognition of his illustrious career with great international impact, I ask you, Madam Chancellor, to confer upon Mansell Griffiths the distinction of University Professor Emeritus.
By the authority of the Senate of the University of Guelph, I have the honor to name you University Professor Emeritus. Congratulations. Dr. Deborah Whale will now give the convocation address. Dr. Whale.
So it's been said already today, this certainly is a very important day for everyone in this room, and particularly for the graduates who have worked and studied so hard to reach yet another milestone in your lives. But I also want to recognize the parents, the proud families and friends and professors. So congratulations are due to everyone. Good for all of you. At the same time, I wonder how many of the graduates have taken a few minutes to consider your great, I would say almost amazing, incredible good fortune. Thankful for your abilities, thankful for the support you have received, thankful for the opportunity to study at a first-class university, and thankful for the wonder that is Canada, that has given every one of us chances to work hard and to succeed. Today, every single graduate here is on the cusp of new challenges and opportunities to make a real difference in the world. And as the University of Guelph says, to improve life. And make no mistake, the world definitely needs you. So much so that I hope you are willing to take a few risks, to challenge your thinking, to get to know people who are very different from yourselves, and to work and travel in the four corners of the earth. Because if you don't do interesting things when you're young, what are you going to remember when you're old? It has been said that when tigers die, they leave behind their litters. When people die, they leave behind their reputations and their accomplishments. So whether you are graduating in engineering and physical sciences, agriculture, food sciences, or something else, the innovative world you will be living, working, and researching is incredible. It already is amazing. And the opportunities for those of you who can create, invent, teach, commercialize, and market will be many. You will live to benefit from and participate in exciting innovations in science and engineering, in the environment and medicine, in food production and resource management. And I sincerely hope you will embrace all of those challenges and the changes you will inevitably find in this brave new world. I would bet that very few of the older adults in this room would suggest that they emerged from school with carefully crafted plans for their futures. It's far more likely that we had no grand plan, but instead took advantages of the opportunities that we had to build a career. Because the truth is, and this is important, you never know who will turn out to be your mentor. You never know who will give you your next great challenge in life. And you certainly will never know where your real interests and abilities lie until you try out several things. And sometimes they don't work out, and that's okay. But sometimes they do, and magic happens. The real objective is to make the utmost of the journey through life. So here are 4 of the wisdoms which I have figured out and tried to follow over the past few years. The first one has to do with people. And remember that everyone is connected to someone. Referrals are golden. So treat everyone with respect, collaborate, and learn to share the limelight. And by the way, if you don't like yourself, you're going to be spending every day for the rest of your life with someone you don't like. Confidence. We've all heard it before. If you think you can, you probably can. And I believe that. Nothing that comes easy is worth a dime. Take some calculated risks. One of my favorite stories about confidence came to me from a 5-year-old girl who was proudly showing me her new scooter and how well she could ride it, with her right foot up on the scooter and her left foot pushing along on the ground. I said, indeed, she was a great scooter rider, and I wondered if she could switch legs. So the left leg was on the scooter and the right leg was pushing along on the ground. With all the confidence of a 5-year-old, she said, "Sure I can." But when she tried it, she found out she couldn't. And a look of surprise came across her face, and then one of determination. So a few days later, when I saw her again, she showed me how well she could interchange her legs on the scooter. And she said, "The new way isn't as good as the old way yet, but it will be. Now there's a kid who's going places." My third thought is about work ethic. It's fairly obvious. If you don't have a prodigious work ethic, then you set your sights accordingly. Fourth and finally, what I call the big picture, because I think the person who can analyze the big picture and see beyond his or her own issues and his or her own small world is the one who will be best able to predict change and therefore adapt to that change. Because in an ever-changing world, none of us has a choice. In order to remain relevant, we have to keep learning. So you challenge your thinking every day. You keep an open mind. You give new things, new situations, and new people a chance. Charles Darwin once said, excuse me, "It's not the strongest of the species that will survive, nor even the most intelligent, but the one who is most responsive to change." And I personally think that humanity over the centuries has wasted a lot of valuable time trying to convince Luddites to change, trying to convince people to try new things. So in conclusion, you know that every single thing you have ever accomplished in life is as a result of having taken action. You have the ability to nudge the world in new and better directions, so you go and do it. At the same time, the best thing you can do for yourselves in the process is to practice generosity to your fellow humans. So good luck, bonne chance, we are all cheering you on.
Thank you, Dr. Whale, for those inspiring words. Hopefully that convocation address will stick with you in the weeks, months, and years ahead. So graduates, now is the moment you have been waiting for and that you've worked so hard for. Can I ask all the graduating class to please stand up? Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University of Guelph that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I hereby accept you for admission to your various and several degrees, with all the rights, privileges, and obligations appertaining thereto.
Will the members of the graduating class please be seated?
Good afternoon, graduates, proud family, and friends of the graduates. My name is Richard Zittner, and I'm the Dean of the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences. And I'm happy to share this special day with you. I'm sure you will be excited, perhaps a little relieved. Certainly happy to see a graduate walk across this stage and be greeted by the Vice Chancellor. And you may want to express your emotions in some audible manner. This is fine. Please go ahead and have fun. But may we ask that the general audience please hold your collective applause until the presentation after the presentation of each degree program. Thank you. Okay. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences that they may be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Yuing Jiao. Charles Donald George Kean Stoneman. Philippe Gennaro Joseph Laundrie. Carlos Enrique Moldaner. I can't do both. Subhash Chandra Paul. Ryan Richard Vidori. Go ahead. Okay. Erin Elizabeth Wild. It's okay. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences, that she may be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Kiri Lai Wales. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the Ontario Agricultural College, that they may be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Sundis Hadi Sultan Almani. Jose Antonio Frexis Coutin. Megan Tatiana Madlun King. Leah Sousa Maldaner. Sorry? Masija. Wilfredo Daniel Masija. Okay. Emily Gail Miller. Guillaume Futi. Per Randy Jr. Reginald Ramel. Jocelyn Leigh Smith. Neil Thayer. Please join me in congratulating a Doctor of Philosophy graduate. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences that they be admitted to the degree of Master of Applied Science. Andrew Buckley. Scott Gary Gardner. Yvonne Louisa Post. Kathleen Songen. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences that they be admitted to the degree of Master of Engineering. Ali Elamari. Titus Chariot. Alexander Nigel Hilton Fry. Jinru Lu. Heather Ann Milko. Mansoor Salik. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences that they be admitted to the degree of Master of Science. Sharon Abner. Erin Lynn Flanagan. Harry Joseph Gabler. Robert Alex Mayo. Hermes Shamana. Ronnie Wilmer Temo Medina. Danny Yang. Shadi Zarti. Join me in congratulating these Master's Against graduates.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Belinda Leach, and I'm the Associate Dean for Research and Graduate Studies in the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences, that they may be admitted to the degree of Master of Applied Nutrition. Sherry Gopi. Lisa McCava. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences, that they may be admitted to the degree of Master of Arts. Maya Fromstein. Amy Hope Kipp. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences, that she may be admitted to the degree of Master of Science. Johanna Abigail Thumb. Please join me in congratulating these scholars.
Good afternoon. My name is Rennie Van Acker, and I am Dean of the Ontario Agricultural College. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the Ontario Agricultural College, that they may be admitted to the degree of Masters of Environmental Sciences. Temitope Bakare. Nicole Lauren Cook. Connor Howie. Ashley Marie Uwe. Damon Michael O'Shea. Shelby Plant. Heo Kui. Jared Ryan Radislav. Tanisha Rajput. Kate Lena Thompson. Hilary Uniacke. Judith Marie Vandeven. Qi Zhu. Qinglu Ying. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the Ontario Agricultural College that they may be admitted to the degree of Masters of Food, Agriculture, and Resource Economics. Zhu Hang Kai. Cheng Gao Lin. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the Ontario Agricultural College that he may be admitted to the degree of Master of Planning. Adam Douglas Moot. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the Ontario Agricultural College that they may be admitted to the degree of Master of Science. Haley Lauren Beliveau. Sarah Lynn Buddle. Nicole Taylor Campbell. Chen Chen. Lindsay Ann Wynne Crawford. Zachary James DeBrun. Alicia Rebecca Dobbs. Pedro Vitor Ferrari Machado. Carly Fleming. Carolyn Sophie Grafen van Walberg Zeil.
Brandon Michael Guild.
Brandon Michael Guild. Yun Yun Guo. Manuel Garcia Hernandez. Sarah Hirschfeld. Jane Hudecki. Bailey Margaret Cleefstra. Virginia Rose Knox. Anya Leah. Michelle Linnington. Yanan Liu. Jennifer McNichol and Pickles. Kristen Danielle Matisse. Raylyn Lee McCurdy. Lindsay Marie McDonald. Tori Elizabeth Murphy. Daniel Ruel Neidham. Jenna Perry. Mingyu Qi. Mashur M. Rahman. Yikai Ren. Youngji Ro. Marie Regina Kaylee Richardson. Madison Noel Ryer. Adriana Rodriguez. Caitlin Marie Spence. Zhenhua Sun. Brian Ekiman Tiensa. Jia Wen Wang. Tiffany Zhuyan Yao. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the Ontario Agricultural College that they may be admitted to the degree of Master of Science Planning Amy Arian Alderman. Josephine Bamanya. Heather Ann Glasgow. Seni Josephine Kokolik. Luke Patrick Maloney. Laura Schreiner. Please join me in congratulating all of these master's students from the Ontario Agricultural College.
Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences, that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Computing Honors. David Merez Bladja, with distinction. Ryan Robert Lafferty, with distinction. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences, that they may be admitted to the degree of Computing General Program, Bachelor. Dipkumar Patel. Last name's Hawk. Ryan Hawk. Meryl Zaya. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences, that they be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Engineering. Sierra Battaglia. Emily Peets. Bryn Robinson. Megan Stakowski. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences, that they be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors. Samantha Ann Buck. Thomas Kielstra, with distinction. Elliot Lade. Austin Daniel Marchese, with distinction. Andres Mejia. Not this, just want these two. Kiriona Ertosia Thomas. Which one? This one. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science General Program. Brian Blatchnott. Mustafa Mustafa. Evan Noel Oliver. Please join me in congratulating all these scholars.
Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Science. Marina Ashley Glanville with distinction. Danielle Sean McKendry. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honours. Olivia Boonstra. Michelle Tepper. Philip Terry. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts General. Ramdeep Binning. Tara Lee Duffield with distinction. Sophie Ann Flett. Eric James Fowles. Ladule Kondu. Lucas Spaniolo. Mackenzie Marie Garrard Steer. Kyle Stephen. Alden Stewart. Christine Margaret Walsh. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences, that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours. Lauren Meliss Holt, with distinction. Ian Michael Van Arkel. Please join me in congratulating these scholars.
Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the Ontario Agricultural College, that she may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Bioresource Management. Olivia Caitlin Fabris. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the Ontario Agricultural College, that he may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honours Program. Philip Ryan Krosbergen. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the Ontario Agricultural College, that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Landscape Architecture. Gillian Albert, with distinction. Renee Adele Deacon. Siobhan Nicole Wade. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the Ontario Agricultural College, that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours Program. Monica Chow. Louise Chow, with distinction. Brittany Chow. Kylie Shea Hogan. Yasleen Cambodge. Jordan Melissa Lynn Kochuk. Julia Kruma, with distinction. Nicholas Pavo Ojapalo. Mary Alexis Suter. Connor Gareth Foth. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the Ontario Agricultural College that she may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture. Sokani Dosvana. Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the Ontario Agricultural College that she may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sciences. Megan Alexander Baskerville with distinction. Please join me in congratulating all of these scholars.
Madam Chancellor, I would ask you to confer the various and several degrees on the graduates listed in the program but unable to be present at this ceremony.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I confer the various and several degrees in absentia on the graduates not present.
Well, graduates, you did it. Congratulations. Well done. Well, let me take this opportunity now to welcome all of you to the Griffin alumni family. And as you can imagine, this is a growing family. Today, close to 1,000 new graduates are joining that group. The University of Guelph alumni now number more than 140,000 around the world. We are all, of course, extremely proud of your accomplishments here at the University of Guelph and do look forward to seeing how the foundations that you've developed here as a student will continue to support you in the years ahead. We want to celebrate your achievements and successes and do hope that you'll stay in touch. And remember that you're always, always welcome here. Graduates, you've made many memories here at the University of Guelph, including today's ceremony. And remember this as well, you are a student for a short time, but a Griffin forever. Congratulations. Now that concludes our formal convocation ceremony, and the college deans who are with us today will be hosting a reception for all the graduates and their guests in Creelman Hall right next door. This is an opportunity to mingle, congratulate the graduates, and celebrate, and we do hope that you can attend. And now, as per tradition, the final word is from our Chancellor.
Convocation is dismissed.
why I use some of the students, none of my own.
I'll surprise you again because I never know what I'm going to say. But I never know.
Who knew? Checking after. Well, I can't hear. Hold on. Congratulations again, everybody. We know you're going to go out and do positive things, take care of one another, and we hope you'll come back and visit often and tell us about your achievements. In the next little while, please enjoy time with your family and friends, get lots of photos so that you can remember today through those when years to come, you're thinking back to the day. But remember, the next group wants to look as good as you, so when you can, bring your gowns and hoods back. And finally, we're going to ask you to exit through the two side doors down here. That means you can get lots of sunshine in your photos. And we're going to do this one more time. You ready? You did it! Woo!